The story that I'm about to tell you is based on a true story. Let's say that the woman I'm going to talk about is named Helen. Helen was a star tennis player. She was one of the best who had ever done it. She could spike the ball, she could hit it as hard as she could, backhand, forehand, didn't matter. There was no stopping her. Except for one day, she was going after a ball to make a nice forehand hit, when all of a sudden her knee buckled from underneath her. No means as to why, no reason as to why. She just fell down and she was in excruciating pain. It was something horrible. So she went to the doctor, and the doctor told her that you have torn your meniscus. You have ruined your knee. So the only way you'll ever be able to walk again, even straighten your leg again, is if you get surgery. But Helen didn't want to do that because Helen was a holistic healer. She believed in more natural ways of healing herself. She didn't want to rely on doctors and knives and all that sort of thing to get herself back on her feet. She believed that the body could heal itself. So she decided to forego the doctor's advice, which most people said that she shouldn't have, but she did it anyway. She started putting creams and oils and all sorts of things. She took regular baths in the bathtub to try and loosen the muscles so that they could heal better. Several weeks of that, and there was no actual change. And so one day she was in the bath and she was just praying to God, please God, please just let my leg straighten. And as soon as she finished with her prayer, bloop, her leg straightened. It straightened by itself in the bathtub. It was a miracle. There was no doubt about that. Helen was overjoyed and she thanked God over and over for being able to straighten her leg. So she went back to the doctor to try and get her leg looked at again because now suddenly everything was different. She had straightened her knee. The doctor wouldn't see her. The doctor was not interested in seeing her unless she was coming to get that surgery scheduled. So what was she to do? She continued to pray. She continued to put oils. She continued to put the creams. She continued to do everything that she'd been doing. She spent 9 months in a wheelchair, hoping and praying. And then one day, she was better. She was able to play tennis again. She was able to do everything that the doctors insisted she would never be able to do again. All in all, this proves just one thing. Faith can overcome anything, and so can God. If God wills it, it will happen. And this is just a story of one of those instances.